Ferguson grand jury's announcement is shining a light on the grand jury system. And tonight, we want to give you a closer look at how it works in southern Colorado.
Here in El Paso and Teller counties, we have a grand jury on standby. KRDO News Channel 13's Emily Allen asks how prosecutors here use grand juries.
James and Heather, we're live outside of the El Paso County Courthouse. Now, with every state, it is different in the way that their prosecutors can call upon a grand jury. Here, it's essentially up to the district attorney to decide. Now, people are starting to question whether using a grand jury in this Ferguson case was a good idea and if this is an effective system.
Wake up, Colorado Springs!
The sounds of their steps,
No justice, no peace.
echo the anger in their hearts.
No justice, no peace!
These demonstrators can't believe a grand jury would let Officer Darren Wilson walk away after killing Michael Brown.
It cements what I believe, and I believe that I need to make this type of change. I think that this is something that is very wrong. It is an injustice that is going on.
But a St. Louis County prosecutor is asking people to trust the grand jury. And District Attorney Dan May agrees.
They can be the voice of the community.
May asked a grand jury to decide on an officer-involved shooting in El Paso County in 2011. They ruled the officer was justified.
I find that if a grand jury will indict, probably a later jury will find guilty. If a grand jury won't indict, probably that later jury was going to find not guilty. So why waste a year or two effort preparing for trial when we can find out up front what our citizens think?
He explains this team of 12 can be an investigative tool. But if you're called upon by a grand jury, you have to tell them what happened. May says grand juries go back to our roots.
Our founding fathers wanted all criminal cases, whether charges should be brought, to go through a grand jury, and that's our trust in the citizens.
It needs to stop.
But these citizens say they don't trust the grand jury.
No justice, no peace!
They hope their steps will bring them closer to justice. James and Heather, there is still a possibility that Officer Wilson could be charged federally with a crime. In Colorado Springs, Emily Allen, KRDO News Channel 13.
Thanks, Emily. And for the second night in a row, dozens of protesters blocked some streets in downtown Denver in response to Ferguson. They started at the state capitol, made their way to the 16th Street Mall. Police told the crowd to disperse. Most did, but officers pepper sprayed one small group and made 3 arrests.